All right, guys, we are back with round 3 Edison Format at Epik Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have Vic on the left playing Machina Lightsworn versus myself on the right playing Pure Lightsworn, or the Rheinite 40. This tournament was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. Now, I am currently 3-0 while Vic is X1. So if I win here, I'm still technically not eliminated, while Vic is definitely not going to have a chance to make top 8 if he loses here. So definitely way more pressure on Vic. Starts off by recharging and summon Gear Frame. Now, when he recharged me, I thought he was on Pure Lightsworn until he summoned the Gear Frame. And I'm like, okay, Vic's on the usual spicy lists. Now, how do these two engines... I mean, the Machina engine is a small engine. It's probably 3 Gear Frame for sure. And depending on how many... He might only be on 2 Fortress and a couple of Force. I don't think... Because he's playing Lightsworn, I don't think he needs 3 Fortress in the deck. I think just maybe 2. And maybe 2 Force. I don't know. I know Vic is also on the main deck Cyber Dragon, which helps. Now, this is my first time playing Lightsworn. We'll see if I can... Well, if I win here, I'm guaranteed top 8. Yeah, guaranteed top 8 if I beat Vic. So, Gear Frame attack into Raikou. I only play 1 Raikou. This is a Rheinite 40 deck list. I mill 3. Nail Vic's Mirror Force. And now Vic summons Lumina. Pitch Fortress. Target Jane. End phase mills Lila and Arcus. And Pot of Avarice. Gear Frame. And there's a Cyber Dragon. I'm not sure how many Avarice Vic's on. Okay, here comes my own Jane. Now, in this list, because I borrowed this deck, this is not my deck. Some of you guys have been watching the channel ever since RBET Chicago. I've been rotating decks. A lot of the decks I borrowed from Sean Hinton, so shout out to him. And I haven't really modified the list. And I don't know about 3 Jane. I know Ryan doesn't like, or Ryan is a big fan of 3 Jane, but I actually think Rhoda might not be too bad. Now, Ryan's argument against Rhoda is that it's a bad mill, which I agree with him, but if I draw Rhoda, it can equal either A, Jane, Garoth, or Aaron. You know, here comes... And I chain T-Roar. So 72 to 8K. Now Vic sets up back row mill. Okay, so Vic's on Reincarnation, which makes sense. In this deck, he'd probably rather have Reincarnation than Beckoning Light. Like, Reincarnation is another card that... I'm not sure if that card is better than Beckoning. I know everyone, or most people prefer Beckoning, but my argument for Reincarnation is that it's quicker. But with Beckoning, you can get like double Honest and stuff like that. It can be more powerful, but it's slower. So it's like a trade-off. Anyway, here, Camille the Garoth. Pass to Vic. Now that Heavy's gone, I'm free to set a couple back rows. Right here, I think Vic drew into charge. Yeah, he drew into charge. So here comes charge. Mills. Okay, so he's on 2 Avarice. Lila and Celestia. Man, that Ultimate Celestia looks nice. Max Rated Lightsworn is one of my favorite decks to play. But I don't think I'll ever build a high rarity Lightsworn deck, especially now. Right now, just borrowing Common Sworn. Yeah, I believe every card in my Lightsworn deck is common. Or in Sean's Lightsworn deck. Was he counting the amount of Lightsworns he has? What is that? Okay, so here comes the Reincarnations. Adds back Celestia. Tribute the Jade for Celestia. Mills 4. Mills Force, T-Roar, JD, and Gores. Pops both monsters. I mean, that's like, what, half my life points right there. 20, or 18, 23. Leaving me at 39. Yeah, okay, so he passes. Let's see if I can... Okay, so I summon Jane. Attack over gear frame for 300. End phase, mill card trooper, and the third Jane. See, one of those Janes would have been the Rhoda. So. But I also like Upstart and Lightsworn. I think I don't know if I would play 3, but I would at least consider playing 2. The only thing, again, I'm not really a Lightsworn player. This is just my first impression of the deck. This is my first time I think I've ever played it in person. I've played it on DB a few times recently, but I would say this Lightsworn is not a hard deck to play. Out of all the decks that I've played this past since Chicago, Lightsworn was one of the easier decks to play. Now I do have a lot of experience playing against it, so maybe that helps. Compared to a few tournament that's coming up that I already filmed, which I played Dragon Turbo. That deck wasn't too difficult, but it was a little bit harder to play than Lightsworn. I think it's because I don't have as many reps against the deck. Because sometimes people will learn a deck just by you facing it so many times. Like I know one of my friends, shout out to him, Dennis Nadas. He won a YCS and he had just picked up a Kashtira deck. And he knew how to play just because he faced it so many times. And that happens as well. Okay, so here, Vic summons Plague. And Black Rose is me. Nails my bluffed Cold Wave. I mean, I could kind of tell by Vic's deck that he doesn't play much defense. So Cold Wave was going to be pretty bad in this matchup. So I attack with Jane, end phase, mill 2. So I have, what, Double Honest in my hand? Is it... Double Honest and whatever I drew for my turn. Yeah, it's Double Honest and whatever 2 cards I drew for my turn. I'm a little afraid of Torrential. Set T-Roar, End Phase, Mill Lumina, and Cyber Dragon. Yeah, I'm not sure about Cyber Dragon in the main. Even Rhynite has cut down to 1. It's not a bad card. But I think 2 might be too much. I don't think it's a card that's worth a spot in the main deck. Like, I remember playing in the tournament, I was thinking, yeah, these 2 Cyber Dragons are better off in the side deck. So here, Vic summons Gear Frame. Searching another fortress. He's close to decking out. Because he saw Recharge while I didn't see anything. Oh, I don't think he can attack, right? Because I have Double Honest in hand. Yeah, I think I have Double Honest in hand. Yeah, Vic is navigating, like, how do I get out of this? Because if he attacks, I go Damage Cal, drop Honest, it'll gain 18. Chain another Honest, it'll gain another 18. So yeah, that's game if he attacks it with the Gear Frame. And Vic's trying to find a way out. Yeah, Vic picks up his cards. He's like, I have no way out. Oh, he had a Foolish. Could he have Foolish Plague and Briode? Or did he use the Plague already? I think he... Wait, didn't he have Plague? I don't know. But I take game 1. Now Vic is going to have to pull off the Legacy 2-0 in order to stay alive in this tournament. So it starts off by summoning Lila. Keeps a T-Roar in his hand. End phase, mills JD, Gear Frame, and Pot of Avarice. I know that the thing that's interesting about Lightsworn is some people... I've seen Lightsworn players main deck 2 to 3 Pot of Avarice. Some people play 1, and some people play 0. And the way I look at Pot of Avarice in Lightsworn, it's... I've always been a fan of 1. I probably wouldn't play more than 1, though. Alright, so Jane attack Lila. The only reason that I like 1 is because I'm afraid of decking out. So like mid to late game, it's pretty good. Okay, so Jane went over the Lilac. Now Vic sets another back row. Summons Aaron, mills Plague, Honest, and Foolish. Here comes Lila. You have Torrential, no. Lila effect. He's gonna chain Dust. What the heck? Dust Tornado? What's crazy is Josh Jordan decided in Dust Tornado against me as well when I'm playing Lightsworn. And me, personally, I don't think I've ever sided Dust Tornado against Lightsworn. I mean, unless you wanted to snipe, unless you really want to snipe Threatening Roar and Beckoning. But that's just me. I would never side that card in against Lightsworn. I was shocked when Josh Jordan did it, and I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. That's one thing I noticed is I was talking to a couple of my friends yesterday about this. My friend Scott, another fellow YCS winner, he told me that side decking is a skill in Yu-Gi-Oh! And a lot of times that's one thing, like I watch people whose technical play is really good, but then they side deck, and I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't agree with your side deck choices. Especially in War League. Alright, so here I special summon Cyber Dragon. Like the Dust into Lightsworn. Like in Vic's case, fine. But whenever Josh did it, he's playing Value Turbo and he sided Dust Tornado. I was kind of like, why? I didn't like it at all. Anyway, here comes Cyber Dragon, attack the Jane. And I pass priority, Vic honest, so I take 18. No, I'm talking about Call the Haunted. I like Call. It's a card I'm surprised more people don't use in Edison format. Like the only decks that really use Call are what? The only decks are obviously GBs and like Zombies. Those are like the only two decks that really use Call. But even Zombies, sometimes zombie players don't use it because they have Book of Life. It's quicker. Alright, so here comes Charge. Mill Arcus, Celestia, and Beckoning. So we're at 71. I'm at 23. Man, I have not slammed down JD this game. So I search Lumina. Special Cyber Dragon. So this is why I think I would consider playing one Rhoda. Just because you can go Lumina Garoth more often if you play Rhoda. Instead of the third Jane. Pitch Lumina for Wolf. Or sorry, pitch Wolf for Lumina. And I'm checking this graveyard. Mirror Force is gone. So I'm probably going to grab... I mean, I could grab Wolf. So instead I decide to get Lila. Lila effect target. He chains a T-Roar. This might have been a mistake. Maybe I should have just gone for the... Maybe I was trying to snipe the... Maybe I was trying to snipe a Beckoning Light. That's why I brought out the Lila. Yeah, T-Roar is kind of easy to read. Maybe I should have risked it here and just... But I did see a Reincarnation, game 1. I don't think it really mattered what I did, because I'm about to get JD'd. Yeah, it didn't matter what I did, but I probably should have just gone for Wolf, and Vic would have probably T-Roared. So now, here comes Trooper. Does he have 4 names? Okay, so he doesn't have 4 names. So attack for 9. And he can crash with the Wolf and the Cyber Dragon. I thought he was going to contact, but there's no reason to. So yeah, Jane crash. And then Jane crash. Yeah, Jane crash. Draw. Okay, recharge Jane. Draw. Mill Jane and T-Roar. Have Foolish in hand. I'm at 14. Huh. Okay, you can see I think I have Foolish, Arcus, Celestia. He'll summon Arcus, attack over the card trooper. He's going to draw, take 800. And you see here, I'm checking to see how many cards I have left in my deck. So I'm gonna Foolish, Necro. I have Celestia in hand, and just hope I don't get OTK'd. All right, I nailed the Plague. Mill the Wolf. Okay. So now he special summons JD. I mean, I'm cooked. And he slams out the second JD because that kills me through Necrogarna. So Vic forces the third game, trying to pull off the Legacy 2-0 and staying alive in this tournament. All right, game 3. Can I open recharge? No recharge. All right, Jane 2, mill JD and Cyber Dragon. Pass to Vic. And Vic passes on his first turn. Let's see if I'm afraid of Gores. With Lightsworn, a lot of times you're not afraid of Gores because you like, especially right here. Like I play Celestia. I play. There's a recharge. And I play like JD Honest. So I decided to summon Card Trooper. Plus you play T-Roar, so you can like Gores is not that threatening most of the time. So 18 and 19, and there's the Gores. He did have it. Set a third back row. End phase, mill, beckoning, and woof. Oh yeah, Vic's pointing, like telling me to flip up the oppression already. Alright, here comes recharge. Vic always tries to like play mind games with me. He not as much as Javi, but he like tries to get free information. Like he'll make a joke and I'll just laugh, but like I know what he's trying to do, so he'll be like, when I play Value Turbo, he'll be like, just flip up the return already. Or he'll point at one of my back rows and he'll be like, is this one the return? And I just ignore him. I just laugh because I'm like, think it. Like, I'm just like, I know what you're doing. You know? I'm not going to fall for that one. All right, so Vic sets 2 and passes after I T-Roar or Card Trooper, Melumina, woof, and Black. I'm a little afraid of Torrential, but I mean, I can't help but mill Wolf. But even if he like has Torrential, he's gonna lose his Gores and his token. So my Beckoning, discard Beckoning, Honest, and I think another trap card. I can see what it was. Grab back Celestia, JD, and Honest. So tribute Jane for Celestia. So mill 4. I'm supposed to mill first, but again, it's my first time playing Lightsworn. I didn't nail a Necro. So I decided to go for both the back rows. Now one of them is Torrential, but this is fine because you're going to lose your board anyway. And I'm going to draw for Card Trooper. Did I draw for Card Trooper? Okay, there we go. I did draw for Card Trooper. But I already normal summon. But I have Royal Oppression, so like, what can... Right now I can tell Vic doesn't have an out to my Oppression. So I leave him at 13. I have Necro. Like, what can he do? He's got like 3 cards. Draws into 4. Vic knows I have the oppression. He read it. It's obvious. That's why I slammed down the JD. It's kind of like, okay, if you try to fight back, I'm just going to flip up oppression here. He's only got 2 names. All right, so Special Cyber. And here I'm just debating whether or not to flip up the oppression. There's no reason not to. If I have to really get rid of the oppression, I'll just blow it up with JD. So now he sets 1. Pass. I've got, what, 3 cards? So I choose just to attack, especially because Mirror Force is gone. I'm gonna attack you. And phase mill 4. Hit the wolf. So here, Vic forgot to oppression. And you can see here I let him take it back. He forgot, because he drew for his turn. Yeah, and I let it go. At locals, I'm a lot more lenient with stuff like that. But if this was War League, or if we were in an RBT or a big major tournament, nah. Okay, so he attacks, and I'm gonna block. And now we'll see if Vic has an out, and Vic concedes. So with that one, I go undefeated in the Swiss rounds. Or sorry, no, I didn't go undefeated. I go undefeated into the last round, so I'm guaranteed top 8. Vic's eliminated. So I'm going to go over how the rest of the tournament played out for me off camera. I lost my round 4 match against GBs. I won game 1, and then the top 8, I got paired against Josh Jordan. His Vayu deck, and he beat me 2-1 is because he's one of the few people at locals main decking Light Mirror. I mean, I still have outs for it, but I didn't draw him, and Light Mirror just completely shuts down my deck. It's probably the best. I mean, it's obviously the best card against Lightsworn, and yeah, because there's so many Lightsworn players on my locals, a few people have started side decking it, so knocked me out of top 8. Now, when will I play Lightsworn again? I don't know. Right now, I'm just at locals. I'm just rotating decks. So the players championship's coming up. Now in that tournament, I decided to go to Black Wings because it's the players championship, a little different. But the local after that, I already filmed. I'm gonna be on Dragon Turbo. So that run will be up next week. So stay tuned if you're interested. Anyways, if you guys haven't already, please consider joining our members only. I'm uploading War League content featuring myself, the Sheriff Lowe's, the Tiger King Javi, Ryanite, Wizop817, 2-time YCS champ Cam the Man Neil, and Adrian. And links in the description. I'll see you guys next time.